Aries, welcome to your weekly horoscope for March 30th to April 5th, 2026. My name's Adeana. I'm an intuitive astrologer. This is a very important week for you, Aries, because we have a major financial shift this week. We have a relationship full moon, a deep emotional and psychological conversation happening between Venus and Pluto, and then we end the week with a reality check and recalibration around direction, home, and future growth. This week is really about values, relationships, emotional truth, and direction for you. So let's get right into it. On March 30th, we have Venus entering Taurus, and this is activating your second house of money, income, self worth, and resources. When Venus enters Taurus, Venus is very strong here because Venus rules Taurus. So this is actually one of the most supportive financial and self worth transits you can have all year. For Aries rising, this is happening in your second house, which is your money, how you earn money, your business income, your pricing, your value, and your relationship with self worth. This transit begins a period where you may attract new income and opportunities. You may raise your prices. You may start valuing yourself more. You may focus on financial stability. You may invest in yourself or your business. You may receive gifts, support, or financial opportunities. But more than anything, Venus in the second house is not just about money, it's about self worth first, money second, because your income is always a reflection of what you believe you are worth. So this transit asks you, where am I undervaluing myself? Where am I overgiving? Where am I undercharging? Where am I not recognizing my talents? Where do I need more stability financially? And what do I want to build long term? This is a wealth building transit, not a quick money transit. Taurus is slow, stable, and long term focused. So this week, you may start to think about pricing and budgets and savings and new income streams, long term financial plans, investments into your businesses, and investing in equipment, courses, or branding. The best ways to navigate this energy is to not undercharge, do not overgive, set financial boundaries, raise your standards, focus on long term stability over quick money. Invest in things that will grow your income long term. Treat yourself like a business and a brand. Now, once we get to April 1st, we have the full moon in Libra. This is activating your seventh house of relationships, clients, partnerships, and contracts. Full moons bring endings, culminations, realizations, and emotional clarity. This full moon is in your seventh house, which means this is a relationship full moon for you, Aries. This can manifest as relationship turning points, important conversations, breakups, commitments, new clients, client endings, contracts ending or beginning, business partnerships changing, relationship realizations, seeing someone clearly and deciding whether to continue or walk away. But because this full moon is in Libra, the theme here is balance. Libra asks, is this relationship balanced? Is this fair? Is this relationship aligned with who I am becoming? And because this full moon is opposing the sun in your first house, this is me versus we. Aries, this is a major identity checkpoint. This is where you can be asking, who am I becoming? And who can come with me in this next chapter, or who cannot? Who am I leaving behind? Who am I no longer aligned with? Some Aries risings may end a relationship, define a relationship, sign a contract, get a new client, fire a client, have a major relationship conversation. This can be leveling up in a current relationship, deciding to work for yourself instead of work with others. This can be having a major relationship conversation or renegotiating relationship terms. This is a relationship decision point. Don't avoid the conversations. Don't people please. Don't ignore red flags. Don't ignore your own needs. Choose balance, choose mutual respect, and choose relationships that support your growth. This full moon is asking you to choose yourself, but also choose balance. And then once we get to April 3rd, we have Mercury forming a trine to Jupiter and Venus squaring Pluto. And so this is a really important day because we have two very different energies happening at the same time. Now, this Mercury trine to Jupiter, this is the third and final trine between Mercury and Jupiter because we had that Mercury retrograde in Pisces. So, whatever this is activating for you on April 3rd, this is something you've already been sitting with or that has already come to your awareness. And you've been sitting with it for about 2 months now. So, this is the final trine. Mercury is now post shadow. This is where we gain clarity and understanding with whatever we've been sitting with. Now, this is happening in your 12th house and your 4th house. So, this is a beautiful transit for healing and therapy, journaling, intuitive insight, spiritual insight, understanding your past. This can be really great for family conversations, emotional healing, inner child work, forgiveness, releasing the past, breaking emotional patterns, and understanding yourself on a deeper level. You may have a realization about your past, your childhood, your family, your emotional patterns, your fears. You can also become aware of subconscious patterns. This is a healing conversation transit. This is also a beautiful transit for working behind the scenes, planning, writing, creating, and reflecting. So, April 3rd is a very powerful day for journaling, meditation, therapy, talking to family or healing conversations, um, working on forgiveness, letting go, also rest, working behind the scenes, and planning your next steps. This is not a day to rush forward. This is a day to understand yourself. And then with the Venus square to Pluto, this is happening between your second house and your 11th house. So, this is your second house of money and self worth, and your 11th house of friends, audience, social media, long term goals. This is a very deep transit. Pluto brings power struggles, transformation, truth, and intensity. This can manifest as money power struggles, friendship power struggles, social media or audience shifts, realizing who supports you and who doesn't, outgrowing friendships, changing long term goals, changing your business direction, realizing where you are undervaluing yourself. This can also look like you starting to charge more for your services, letting go of people who don't value you, stepping into your power financially, and facing fears around visibility and success. This is a self worth transformation transit. This transit asks, are the people around me aligned with where I'm going? Am I being supported? Am I undervaluing myself to fit in somewhere? Am I afraid to raise my prices? Am I afraid to be seen? Or am I afraid to outgrow people? Sometimes with Venus square Pluto, you outgrow a friend group or community or goal because you are stepping into a new level of self worth. And not everyone can come with you to the next level. The best ways to navigate the Venus Pluto square is do not lower your value to keep people. Do not be afraid to outgrow people. Do not engage in power struggles. Make sure you're setting boundaries. Make sure you raise your standards. Choose long term goals over short term goals and step into your power financially and socially. Then, once we get to April 5th, we have the Sun in Aries square Jupiter in Cancer. And this is activating your first house and your fourth house. This is a tension between you and your future, you and your home, you and your family. Squares bring action, but they also bring course correction. Jupiter in Cancer is trying to expand your home, your family life, your emotional security, your living situation, and private life. But the Sun in Aries is focused on you, your identity, your independence, your goals, and your life direction. So you may feel like you're being pulled between home and career, or between personal life and public life, or between independence and emotional needs. You're being pulled between where you are and where you want to go. This transit can also bring big decisions about moving or changes around your home, family dynamics, having really important conversations with family members. This transit can also bring work-life balance conversations or direction changes. Overconfidence is actually also a thing too with this Sun Jupiter energy. We want to be a little bit mindful of taking on too much or getting burnt out if you're not careful. The best ways to navigate the Sun square to Jupiter is Do not overcommit. Don't promise more than you can deliver. Don't burn yourself out. Make decisions based on long term growth and create a balance between work and home. Think long term, not just what you want right now. This is a course correction transit. It's not here to stop you, it's here to redirect you towards the life you're trying to build. All right, Aries. Well, I hope this helps you navigate the energy for this week. Make sure you like this video, subscribe if you align with my energy and you enjoy my content. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will connect with you in the next one.